Hello everyone. If you're watching this video, that means you're going to appear this year for the AIB exam. So this video has no motivation and no theory, just practical tips for you to ace the exam. So let's begin quickly. I'm going to take the next 5 minutes so that you can clear this attempt very easily and very efficiently compared to others. So let's discuss what we have to do and what not to do on the exam day and before the exam so that you can easily manage the time and crack this exam. So let's begin. Let's begin the video. Now, let's divide this preparation phase into three parts. Not the preparation itself, the whole examination thing included. So now, this three phases is like the first one is before the examination day itself. The second phase is on the examination day before they give you the paper. And the third thing is during the exam. So these are the three phases. Start with phase one, that is what you have to do before the examination day. Sit for 2 3 hours and just analyze this. So we know that we have to just pass in this exam, take 45 marks. But for the safer hand, let's keep that as 60 or 70 marks. Okay. So this should be our target. The second thing is which all subject will fetch us this marks. So if you look into this notification that is given by the AIB, it says that constitution law, CRPC, CPC, all of that all of that gives you maximum marks. So you need to focus on that and you need to look at the index page of your bare acts. So this is how it goes. The second thing that you should do is be familiar with some concepts. And the third thing that you should do is that you have to look into at least 2 to 3 years of your previous year questions so that you'll get an idea of what all questions can be asked. Last year AIB 20 was a bit tricky, I would say. That was my attempt and I could easily get 80 to 85 questions right. So the next phase is about on the exam day before they give you the question paper, what you're supposed to do. So you're going to carry your bare acts, right? You're supposed to carry all of that, all the necessary things which you already know. But I'll tell you that you have to arrange your bare acts in such a way that for example, constitution law, criminal law, CPC, CRPC, evidence act and contract act. So these are important and will fetch you marks, right? So you have to keep them separately on one side of your desk and rest of all the bare acts on the other side of the desk. So you should know where you have kept what bare acts, and you need to quickly navigate from one bare act to another bare act. So this is how you have to keep your mindset on the examination day, right? Okay, so now you sat in the exam hall and you have arranged your barracks and you're waiting for the question paper. So now what you're supposed to do? You know that there is no negative marking. So first of all, stay calm and don't make your heart race because that is going to make you end up in nothing. Okay, this paper is literally going to be very easy. At least the passing mark is going to be very easy. So what you're supposed to do is as soon as they give the question paper, just take 5 to 10 minutes and see where you have sections, which all questions you have sections. Mark those questions and attempt those questions as early as possible. Okay, so that has to be more than like 40 questions or something like that. Whichever you know, just mark it and attempt it, whichever has sections. That is a must try questions. Okay. But what happened to me was that as soon as I saw the question paper and I read the first question, I was not able to comprehend that question. So that was a mistake. So if it happens to you, just move to the other question. You need not answer the first question. It is going to be lengthy. It might be surprising. You might not even know. So just leave that question and move forward. Do not stick into one question. That is what I would suggest because see, there are 100 questions and there are 180 minutes. So how many would you get? You get 1.8 minutes per question. If the question is very lengthy, then the game is over for you. So what I would try to tell you is first you secure your passing marks and then gamble with the time. And in the end, I would say if you do not know any answer, just mark whatever you know, whatever you feel, whatever intuition you get, just mark it because there is no negative marks. But attempt all the questions, all 100 questions, and trust your intuition with the things that you don't know. That's what I would suggest. And finally, I would say, guys, it's just a mental game. It's not hard, and you just have to pass in the examination. Keep this in your head, stay calm, read whatever you can.